It's a beautiful night for baseball here in South Philly. Let's go, Phils!
Have you ever seen that guy who goes to the doctor with a headache? The doctor says it's a migraine. He walks out in the middle of treatment, runs to another office. The second doctor won't even open the door, and then he comes back and hires an intern. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here in Philadelphia. And while you're watching this from the outside thinking it's a joke, the franchise is standing there all confident, chest out, acting like it's the smartest move in the world. Someone in this city needs to explain to me what the hell is going on with this team. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I the only one who's lost the plot here? Because the way things are going with this team, it feels like we woke up inside one of those TV dramas where nobody knows what they're doing, but everyone acts like they've got a genius plan. Citizens, Bank Park deserves better than this. The fans deserve better than this. South Philly wasn't built by people who make decisions on the fly and settle for halfway results. So I need to ask you directly, do you still believe this franchise knows where it wants to go? Let's get to the facts, because we don't make things up here. The Phillies fired Rob Thompson, the same Thompson who took this team in 2022 in a desperate situation, all the way to the World Series. Fired. After that, the franchise went after Alex Cora, recently fired from the Boston Red Sox, to take over. Cora said no. Then the Phillies turned to Don Mattingly, who is now sitting in the manager's chair as the interim. Let me repeat that, interim. And now, according to Bob Nightingale from USA Today, the organization is confident it will hire Cora for 2027. All of this while the 2026 season is still going on. And hey, if you can drop a like, it really helps the channel and keeps this content coming. And I'm going to be straight with you. This sequence of events doesn't look like strategy. It looks like panic in a suit and tie. Cora didn't take the job partly because he had just been fired a few days earlier. That's understandable. Nobody makes a career decision in 48 hours. But the Phillies were already planning their next move before the current manager even had time to settle in. Mattingly, with father and son in the same organization, which is a story in itself in MLB, has become a temporary solution while the front office is already looking elsewhere. Dave Dombrowski and Cora work together in Boston. The connection is there. The interest seems real. But do you honestly think it's normal for an organization to operate like this in the middle of a season, with the New York Mets and the Houston Astros also eyeing the same guy? I'll say what everyone here is thinking, but not saying out loud. This franchise has a serious impatience problem. We fired a manager who made it to the World Series. Not a first-round exit, the World Series, and he got fired because of a bad start to the season. I understand the pressure. I know what this city demands. Broad Street doesn't tolerate mediocrity. But there's a difference between high standards and impulsiveness, and this front office crossed that line. Now we've got an interim manager, a plan for 2027 that isn't even confirmed, and a 2026 season in the middle of all this with no one really knowing the direction. You ask me what I think. I think they traded a proven manager for a double gamble that could end up being nothing. And you know who's loving this drama. The Mets, the Astros. Any rival that needs extra motivation to believe the Phillies don't have a solid plan. While Philadelphia spins around manager speculation, other franchises are building routine identity culture. Mattingly could surprise. It wouldn't be the first time an interim flips a season. But if the team doesn't make the postseason, he's gone. And then comes the negotiation with Cora in a market where the Mets and Astros will also be knocking on his door. Do you really think Philadelphia is going to win that battle after getting a no the first time? So let me ask you, fan, how long are you going to accept this cycle? Fire, hire, fire again. Make plans for next year while the current one is still wide open. Citizens, Bank Park is the loudest stadium in this league when the fans believe in what they're seeing. But what you're seeing right now Does it make you believe this front office is in control? Because I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing improvisation wrapped in a press release. Look, if it works out, if Cora comes in 2027 and transforms this team, I'll be the first to admit it. But until then, the question remains, how many more managers does this franchise need to burn through before it learns that patience is part of winning too? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay on top of everything happening with the Phillies, follow the channel because here, nothing slips through.